Welcome. This is SO 305, Lecture 2, Scales of Measurement in Statistics. Introduction. Measurement is concerned with the real world in terms of purpose and operations. As you know, all scientific observation is usually a collection of measurements, and these measurements are called data. As discussed in the earlier chapter, statistics is a tool for accurate collection of this measurement or data. The lecture focuses on the discussion of various scales of measurement in statistics. Objectives. At the end of this lecture, you should be able to 1. Discuss the concept of measurement, and 2. Explain the various scales of measurement. Pre-test. Discuss the 3 levels of measurement. List types of measurement scale you know. Content. A measurement scale is an established set of rules for assigning scores to variables so as to indicate the quality or quantity of the variables involved. A good measurement scale provides assignment of numbers to represent all potentially observable values of variables and also provides for exclusiveness in the assignment of numbers to the observed quality or quantity of the variables. The type of measuring scales employed in collecting the data helps determine which statistical inference test is used to analyze the data. Levels of measurement. For logical manipulations to obtain an acceptable result, a measurement scale should possess the following characteristics. 1. Magnitude. A scale has magnitude if a point or unit of the attribute being measured can be judged as a greater than, less than, or equal to another point or unit. For example, if student A obtains a score of 35 on an aggressiveness scale and student B scores 55, then we can confirm that student B is more aggressive than student A. 2. Equal interval. A scale has equal interval if the magnitude represented by one unit of measurement on the scale is equal, regardless of where the unit falls on the scale. For example, car A has 20 liters of petrol left after a journey, which started with 40 liters, while car B started with 50 liters and ended with 30 liters. Their difference with the leftover of petrol in the cars is equal. 3. Absolute 0 point. This is the point where the measurement scale shows that nothing at all of the attribute being measured exists. It represents the absolute starting point of the thing being measured. Thus, all liters of volume is a scale value that implies no volume whatsoever, absolute 0. It must be noted that the discussed characteristics of measurement help in dividing the measurement scale into 4 different types. A. Nominal scale. B. Ordinal scale. C. Interval scale. D. Ratio scale. A. Nominal scale. This is classification of objects and giving them the name of the category to which they belong. The variables have only the characteristics of exhaustiveness and mutual exclusiveness. Examples include gender, ethnicity, religious affiliation, birthplace, and so on. Therefore, nominal scale is most often used with variables that are qualitative in nature rather than quantitative. A fundamental property of nominal scale is that of equivalence, that is, all members of a given class are the same from the standpoint of the classification variable. It merely allows categorization of objects into mutually exclusive categories. B. Ordinal scale. This is also known as ranking scale. With an ordinal scale, we rank order the objects being measured according to whether they possess more, less, or the same amount of the variable being measured. Thus, an ordinal scale allows determination of whether A is greater than B, A is equal to B, or B less than A. For example, ranking of 5 speakers at first, second, third, fourth, and fifth has an intrinsic meaning. However, it says nothing about the magnitude of the difference between adjacent units on the scale. Therefore, ordinal scale does not have the property of equal intervals between adjacent units, nor tell the absolute level of the variable. C. Interval scale. On an interval scale, intervals are organized sequentially as all categories are the same size. Thus, it's a series of equal intervals like centimeters on a ruler, seconds in time of measurement, kilograms in weight, and Celsius scale of temperature measurement. Interval scale possesses the properties of the ordinal scale and has an equal interval between adjacent units. The equality of intervals make it possible to determine the magnitude of differences. Another characteristic of an interval scale is that it has an arbitrary 0 point. That is, the value 0 is assigned to a particular location on the scale simply as a matter of convenience or reference. D. Ratio scale. It has all the properties of an interval scale and, in addition, has an absolute 0 point. Without an absolute 0 point, it is not legitimate to compute ratios with a scale reading. With ratio scale, one can construct ratios and perform all the other mathematical operations usually associated with numbers. For example, plus, minus, multiplication, division. Ratio scale not only allows measurement according to direction as magnitude of the differences between measurements, but also describe differences in terms of ratios. Summary. In this lecture, we have discussed the attributes of any scale of measurement in statistics. The attributes discussed are magnitude, equal interval, and absolute 0 point. Furthermore, a brief listing of types of measurement scale was done. We have come to the end of study session 2. Thanks for listening.